I'm Pops.
And I'm Rick.
And we're going to be bringing some. Actually, today's kind of different because do you have a special guest?
I do have a special guest.
Well, see, I don't know who it is. I don't know what's
You
going
don't
on.
know.
I don't
All
know
I
what's
gotta
happening.
ask you,
So
I just gotta say,
this
bro.
is your show.
Here we go. Here's it here. You old as fuck, bro.
Me?
Yep.
How the fuck am I old as fuck?
You just old, bro.
But
You
you
old,
going?
man. So when I typically say you old, what is your normal response?
So's your mama.
Here she comes.
No way! No. Are you serious? Hello.
Hi, mommy. Welcome to Pops and Rick.
Hey, guys.
Look at you looking all nice and stuff with all the colors. I love your hair. Love your
Thank you,
hair.
darling. I saved myself $25 in a tip.
It took a little coaching, but I finally got him to say, yo, mama.
Oh, did you? I missed it.
I did it on purpose so I could bring you in after.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I just wanted the people to know who your mama was. Okay? If he like to talk crap about me all the time, man.
No,
It's all love.
No,
I know it ain't nothing but love because he know I'll beat him up.
Hey, that abuse stopped years ago.
Oh, no, it still exists. I'm sorry. I still got that be more in me, okay?
Always
Yeah,
and forever.
That never goes away.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
so because you're from Chicago, Dad, and Mommy's from Baltimore, people think
Okay.
that I'm a thug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'm immediately, and then this beard, I immediately am a murderer.
Wow.
You should really
Wow.
confuse the fuck out of them and say, but I was born in Germany.
Oh yeah, I
You
do
know what
that
I'm saying?
too. Then they think Nazis. So I'm like,
Well, the other thing is that they don't realize your mother is Bougetto. So
Bougetto.
part,
Oh, I like
yes,
that.
yes, because the bougie part is there through and through. Like you piss me off, or you mess with my kids, and the ghetto
oh yeah,
part
it's going
comes
down.
out. It's
It's going down.
I don't care if I got on 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch heels. I'm beating your ass. You mess with my kids.
I've never heard that Bougetto. I like that.
Where you been? Oh, that's right. You've been hanging around Puerto Ricans. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you gonna throw that black thing at me?
I
Like that?
got to, because you keep messing with my blackness, and I'm here to get you this night. Oh, but
Tell her,
anyway,
Ricky.
let's have cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Oh, salute.
Salute. And all that
Salute.
good stuff. But I got a backup too. I got another jug on the nightstand just in case I don't want to have to get up.
This is my last Corona, so
I sure
ready.
hate it for you, bro. I'm drinking tequila. But, and I got props, so this might be very exciting.
So
Uh-oh.
the episode we're going to talk about, discuss some failures, like our worst failures, and kind of like what it means to us, and kind of where it led us. Because failure doesn't mean that's the end of the world.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes.
I agree.
Agreed.
So who wants to start?
Oh no, I ain't starting.
Me. No,
Oh,
I
that's
got way too many.
I got a lot of
Just hit me with a small one, Daddy.
Okay, well, I'll give you one, and I thought about it. I really thought about it. I think one of my failures was, I think that I felt like I failed you guys when I denied you having your mom and your dad. You know, y'all growing up in a 2-parent household.
Oh fuck.
But shut up.
We're supposed to get emotional.
I'm telling you, boy. She hit one.
No. But on the flip side of that, it also made you who you are today. And so, and therefore, I think that sometimes when we fail, we find ways to move up and build up higher, because you wouldn't be the individual you are today if you hadn't gone through that journey.
100%. I was just discussing this with my wife, is that because I was watching an episode of Modern Family, and one of the daughters was going through something. She was talking to a therapist, and she always felt like she was a certain way because of people around her or whatever. Yeah. And I thought in my head is like, when you're a certain way and you're in a certain environment your entire life, you never get to reinvent yourself, because all the people know you for who you are there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like when I left to go to Florida, I got to change. I got to be somebody completely different. And the people that are in Augusta are still in Augusta. And they're still the same people.
Ain't
Yep,
that the truth?
yep, that's
That is
absolutely true.
100% true.
One
That
But
is
one
true.
you didn't let us down. You didn't fail. You had to find your happiness,
Yeah, yeah.
and which
But I
leads
stumbled a
you.
whole, but I stumbled a whole hell of a lot after that.
wait,
That's part of
wait.
the process,
Man,
though.
Yeah,
I was
I was gonna
stumbling.
say,
I was busting lips. I was doing a whole. I was having cardiac arrest. I was having a bunch of stuff going on. Hey, listen. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Right now, I am the most happiest that I have ever been in my entire life.
It's
My
key.
children are healthy. My grandchildren are healthy. I have
amen,
wonderful people in my life.
amen.
I get along with Matt's husband. You can't ask for more of that. Okay?
Winning right
I,
And
there.
hey,
and I love his wife. I
Yep.
love you know what I'm saying? Everything is Gucci, okay,
Yep.
in my life. That's the way I
Can't
feel about
complain.
it. I can't
and
complain 100%. I really can't about
if
anything.
if I can add, what to what your mom said about a failure, I felt the same way. I mean, I really, to me, it was like I really messed up my kids by virtue of doing this. However, the relationship that and the bond that was created between you and your sister,
Yeah.
and I think the separation had something to do with that. I think it was huge, when it came to you and your sister, when you spent your time together, how important it was to you guys. And I wish I had a bond with my sister and my brother the way you have with your sister. And we all brothers is always fighting. They go through the
Yeah.
bullshit, but your relationship is so tight. You know what I'm saying? So it's great, and I think it's great. And
But I
also,
think that we had more to do with that because that was something that we instilled in them. Because remember,
true,
even when they were smaller, we used to say, "Take care of your sister, take care
true,
of your sisters," because Marlise was in the
Yeah.
correct,
picture. So
correct.
we always told Ricky, "You got to look out for them because guess what? If something happened to us, is you got to take care of them." And I mean,
Mhm.
that's a lot of pressure to put on a little small kid.
Well, and I don't think it was pressure more so than it was teaching.
It's
We
just good
we
insight.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah,
teaching our kids. I
yeah,
mean, what
yeah.
the hell do we know? They don't come with instructions.
But
Fuck no,
No,
but
we
I
got a
ain't
another
no
manual.
shit.
another part of the sibling thing was watching you, mommy, with dealing with Titi. I know it was hard. It was a hard situation, but I mean, I was practically, I was an adult, I guess, but it was just
Yeah,
watching what you did for your sister whenever she needed you.
yeah,
We miss her. We always miss her, but it was just like what, what I mean? Like when it was time, you were there every
yeah,
time, and that's important. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how that has to do with
absolutely.
failure. Don't even really care, but it's important.
But but the thing is that that particular day, and I even spoke about that with someone else last week, and I was saying that that decision to go and just drop everything and leave, it was ultimately what was the journey into my happiness. Because
Hmm.
if that had not happened, then I wouldn't have not have been there in Atlanta. Then I would not have been able to take care of those girls. Then I would not have been able to leave out of that situation.
Yep.
And then you see what I'm saying?
Oh
Because
no,
so
absolutely.
every freaking thing we do in life, you got to look at it. Okay, we go left, we go right. And if you go left, how bad is the outcome? If you go right, how good is the outcome? So you got to figure it out. To me, it was a no-brainer. Go straight and don't look the hell back
Yep.
because
Mhm.
those kids were more important to me than any other thing that was going on in my life at that particular time. My sister
Amen.
said she wanted me to make sure that they did what they were supposed to do. And guess what? They both graduated from high school. What they did after that,
Yeah.
Well,
Can't control after they become adults.
exactly. I was gonna say the same thing. Once they're grown ups, and you start and they're making their own decisions, there's not much more we can do after that. We can
yeah, yeah,
encourage. We can
yeah,
encourage. We
And
can't
that,
order.
and but that exactly, but that I mean, it falls in line with the failure thing. Is that what happens? When whoever leaves school and goes to the next situation, they're not going to always do what we want them to do or what we think they should
never,
do,
Correct.
and it's a
never.
learning process for everyone.
Correct. Correct.
You know what I mean? Like I could
You got
tell
to
you all
learn
day
to
not
let
to do
go.
it. It's up to you to figure it out whether it's going to work for you or not.
And you got to learn how to let go. You got to
That's
know
hard.
when to say, okay, I did my part. Now let me go. It took me 3 years, I think, after the last one left, for me to really let go, really, really let go of the situation.
Yep.
But because my heart still hurt and still think and and still yearns to make sure that they okay, and you know what I'm saying. But
I don't think that'll ever go away. That part will never go away.
but I
We
had to,
always worry.
yeah, but I had to push it to the side because worry becomes health issues for me.
Stress.
No,
So,
worry is, to me, you put worry and stress there. That's the same soup. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
but guess what, Smokey? It's worse than that for me.
Oh,
So
for anyone who
therefore,
doesn't know, people call my dad Smokey.
okay,
Oh,
I'm
yeah. Nobody.
sorry.
She's not
Sorry.
talking to me.
It's okay.
That's
It's
the only
okay.
name I know. That's the
Hey,
only name I know.
yeah, and it would be really, really weird if you called me
Oh,
pops.
here he go. Really, 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 really. Oh my
Oh,
God. I used to hate that. When it was time for y'all to get those daggone talk, I was like feeling sorry for y'all. Because I knew you was gonna be a while. I'm like, damn. They gonna get one of them damn talks again. Show 'em poor kids.
Okay, so
Go
speaking of
ahead,
that,
sorry.
so no,
I
speaking of
got
that,
props. I got tissues because I knew it was gonna get emotional. Go ahead.
speaking of that, what I think for me, and your mom had an opportunity there to tell how she felt about in failure. So I feel, as a dad, my one of my biggest, I don't want to call it a failure or regret or anything. It's just something that I didn't do that I should have done. I feel I should have done. You know what I'm saying? And that was, I should have put you in a lot more sports, Rick. I should have been there with you
I
through
agree.
high school, through everything on the sports side. I feel I failed in that. I've never been, a sports person. I didn't grow up with my dad. You know what I'm saying? So there was never really a lot of sports in my life. Other than the stuff that I learned in the military. But I really feel like, damn, I should have
Yeah, honestly,
stuck with him on that.
honestly, you fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's okay. I did.
because if I'd have known how to go into this body, bro, we'd be making all kinds of money, bro.
Man, I could have been living on a lake right
Podcast
now.
what?
Dog. Living on the lake, watching my boats go by. Man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah.
But the reality is that also it was on me because
Yeah, I mean,
you
you've
could
always
have
loved
pushed
sports.
me,
Yeah.
but I could have pushed myself. And
True.
I didn't try out to play basketball until my junior year.
Right.
And at that point, the coach said, if you would have came in freshman year, you'd be on the freshman squad. But I can't put you. You're not good enough to be varsity, and I can't put you JV because you're a junior.
Right.
So you have to be on varsity, but you don't make varsity. And I was like, well, all right. And I mean, it was a lesson learned. But at that point, it's like I can't reverse time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I can't. There's not much I can do with it. So that was the end of my sports career.
At least you had a semi-sports career, dude.
I almost made the basketball team, and then I got cut, and then I won 6 championships with the Bulls.
Hey, I played volleyball in school when I was growing up, and I couldn't deal with.
Were you the one always going? Ugh?
No, that wasn't my problem. My problem was everybody kept interrupting me to buy weed while I was trying to play volleyball. So it was just one of those situations growing
Ricky,
up.
how about when we were in Germany? Why he bring them damn volleyball shorts and the damn Clemente T-shirt in Germany?
Like
I
the
got a
high school, the Clemente
Yeah.
High School.
High school.
Yeah, I got
Yes.
a picture of me on a balcony in that damn T-shirt.
I have the picture too.
When he
Yes,
put
me
them
too.
damn shorts on, I was like, oh hell no! Don't put me on.
But hey, in my defense, back in those days, even the major, even the NBA, they wore those little short shorts.
I don't care.
Reality
to
is that I got
dress
little
them.
shorts that I wear all the time around the house too. But
Ricky,
I wear it
not
to
like
make
these.
my girls uncomfortable
Oh,
Ricky,
nice,
because
not
they're
like
always
these.
wearing the little shorts in my house.
nice.
Ricky, not like these. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. Okay, not like these.
Oh, I got a picture. I'm not. I ain't ashamed.
Don't show
Oh,
it.
don't worry, I'm
show
gonna put it up.
I ain't
Okay,
ashamed,
It will
bro.
be in.
I got a guess what? I got a picture I just found the other day. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that.
Leave it right there.
Right there, yeah. Don't move.
Oh my
Oh,
God, I
wow.
want that picture, please.
Look at
Please
my
send me that
daddy
picture.
looking
Please
like
send me that picture.
El DeBarge.
Do you know who that guy is, though, Rick?
I know that's
Rosa.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Marlita's daddy and Briera.
I just
I
a
don't know
couple of months
Vieira.
ago, Vieira and I hung out. He lives here
Oh,
in
good for
in
him.
Florida. Yeah,
He
he's
hates
doing.
me. He
Huh?
hates me. Let me
Oh, you
tell you
know
what
what?
happened.
Was he the one that was at the place where when I brought my Alicia? And you guys
Yes.
had a burger?
Okay,
And
Yes.
yeah, and I
I got
told
a
mommy
story.
about it, and mommy, the first thing she said was, "He hates
He
me."
hates me. Okay, let me tell you this story. Let me tell you this story. Okay, you remember this story, right? So
No.
his wife then, Maria, was your babysitter. So,
Correct.
so she's the babysitter. She hardly spoke a whole lot of English, but she was wonderful. She took really good care of you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I was over there visiting, and she was telling me about how she used to come and make the food. She put the food on the table and da 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 da. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, what the fuck?
I
Put the
remember
food
now.
on the table. And then so one day he came in late and she started questioning him or whatever. He took the damn plate of food. He threw that shit up in there, hit it all up in the kitchen. He come over to the house, and you remember that. He came over to the house and he said, "You keep her away from my wife. She put all these ideas in her head." And I was like, what? All I said was, if the motherfucker's late, then don't feed him. Shit.
Yo, Vieira was mad
He
than a
was
mother.
mad. Oh
He
my
was mad.
God.
No, for real.
He really
Like your
was
mom.
mad.
Like your mom almost ruined our friendship and shit because he was
I
like,
ruined
"No,
the
I
whole
can't be hanging out with you if she's gonna be doing that shit and telling my wife how to be free."
Free.
free the slaves. Free the slaves. I was trying to free the Puerto Rican slave women, okay? Come on.
Yo, but your
That
mother. But hold up, Kim, because you not very innocent though. Because
I'm not innocent. I used to do it for all of them. All
yes,
of them. Even his
yes,
platoon
yes.
wives, the platoon wives. He was in the platoon. I mean, he would be out in the field with the platoon, and then the wives. I was the contact. So then I would have my little groups and stuff. It's like, oh, you don't know where the mailbox is? Oh no, I'm not allowed to check the mail. Oh, that's your right, girl.
Yep.
That's your right. You better go get that. You go get that damn key because he
After,
get a check. He get a check for you being married to him. What?
hey,
Yes, he get a check for you.
hey, hey.
Dropping
I would
knowledge.
come out, Rick, off
Everybody hated
all.
me. Everybody hated me. I was like, I
No,
don't care.
look, I would come back from the field and all the husbands
Pissed.
are coming. We're having a fucking platoon meeting, and we ain't talking shit about the army. The only thing we're talking about is the shit that my wife keeps telling their wives. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta fucking take them all to the club, get them all drunk, and tell them, man, no, for real, like you still in charge. For real.
Yeah.
You're in charge. Don't let what your wife say, drive you crazy. You're still in charge. That
They
shit didn't
they
last.
still was calling me on the side, okay?
Yep. Yeah, I
They
know.
was
I know
calling me on the
troublemaking
side and
ass.
say, hey, that's right.
Be
No, I just wanted it to be fair. Get what you was supposed to get. Damn it.
Rick, freedom. Freedom.
Freedom
she
of the
gave them
slave.
freedom.
I gave them freedom, Ricky. They
Uh,
loved me after that too. They
I
loved me.
bet.
yeah, no,
They had all
starting
kinds
shit.
of rights they didn't know about. We got insurance?
You mean if this
Money?
nigga dies, I get $200,000?
Hell
250.
yeah. Yeah. And then they found out they had secret mail and stuff with the girlfriends in the mailboxes and shit.
Hey, but in your
Oh
mom's
yeah, we ain't gonna
defense,
talk about that.
in,
But there's a lot of that going on too.
in your mom's defense, a lot of these guys were marrying like Korean women and women that weren't very on top of
They were not
things when it came to.
Americanized.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all
Exactly.
of them. Not all of them. It was a lot of little young black girls that didn't know, and I
Yeah,
was
but
really
they're all,
pissed off
yeah,
about that.
Yeah,
young.
they're young. I mean, their husbands probably didn't know because some of them did come up to me. Hey, dude, are you serious? I'm worth $200,000 dead.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know that? That's
Sign
It's
eye
part
GLI.
in
of
your food,
it's
bro.
part of the paperwork you sign, fool.
Yeah, it's SGLI. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid. They stupid, man. Sign eye in your food. Don't
Well,
go
I
to
mean,
sleep.
going with SGLI and the military, I'm gonna jump back on topic.
Okay,
Yes, I was
sorry.
gonna say it's your turn.
I'm
It's
And
your
sorry. Go
turn.
ahead, Ricky.
my main failure was my Navy career didn't go the way I expected it to go. Some stuff happened on the submarine, and it kind of led to me not doing what I thought I was going to do necessarily.
Right.
I mean, ultimately, I did do better, I feel,
correct.
but
Yes.
I didn't do what I had thought out in my head to do. So I had this false goal line that I was trying to achieve.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it just didn't go the way. So
and I think me
and it was nothing
personally,
of my control.
correct.
You know what I mean? Like, but
Well,
shit happens.
you remember that day you called me from the laundromat.
Yep.
Like you were like done, like
Oh yeah.
you were ready to go, and we had a conversation. It was long. It probably not what you wanted to hear then, you know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Honestly, I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. But you stuck around though, you know what I'm saying? You didn't leave, you stuck around, you did what you had to do. And I think, personally,
Sorry,
you
y'all.
have to have some kind of like your head has to be in a certain place to be able to work in a submarine.
Yeah.
Period. I don't think it's something for everybody. I really don't.
I don't think it is either. From
I
experience.
I honestly, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have
But I
made
mean,
it,
ultimately, that led into something else that was a failure, which was my first wife,
Oh
Well,
my
yeah.
God.
Well,
which was stupid. Honestly, was just I needed some companionship and some extra money,
yeah.
and then that blew
It
up
worked
in my
out that
face.
way.
That's what you
Ricky.
get for being stupid.
Ricky, let me tell you something. That day, I was sitting there crying, and I was like,
I thought it was
Kiana.
happy tears.
No, hell. I was like, Kiana. I said, Kiana, can we grab him? Can we grab him and run the fuck up out of here? I had told my first husband, my second husband, I said, listen, go get the car. Put it on. Turn on the car. Because I'm about to grab his ass up out
Man,
of
we should have done it, bro. Honest, but you learn from things.
Everything.
You learn from things, and
So
number two, way better. Top notch.
1,000. That's my baby.
Yeah,
That's
you hit the jackpot. You
Yep.
hit the jackpot. Honestly,
on
Yep.
that one. That one is my baby.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
is your forever life.
Oh yeah,
forever life. For real.
I'm done. See
Yeah.
that?
But hey, but
I don't have one. Oh, I got a green ring and I put on my finger when I go out so nobody don't ask me nothing.
oh please.
I really do. I got a bunch of diamonds that I put on my fingers on the
Honestly, that probably brings more attention to yourself. If you
I
walk
was
around.
gonna say the same thing.
But
Really?
it doesn't. It really doesn't because I got that eyebrow thing that I clip.
Oh
up
no.
Oh yeah.
That's the scary face.
Well, that'll do it.
Up,
Yeah, that's the scary face. That's
especially if you're ugly and I look at your feet and see you got on some busted shoes. I surely talk.
okay. Now
anyway,
the vanity's coming out. Let's let's get away from vanity.
Okay. Go ahead.
But Rick, I was gonna say we need to change the topic because every single time we've mentioned, not change the topic, but the topic name, because every time we've mentioned some kind of a failure, there's been a learned lesson or a success behind that. So as opposed to
Okay, before you finish, whatever you say has to be funny.
Oh shit! Then no, I ain't got nothing to say. It ain't gonna be funny. I ain't got nothing to say.
Whatever name you are going to give this has to be funny.
I got nothing to say.
All right. Well, you have to lead into it.
Can I do my props?
What?
Yeah, do your prop.
Go ahead.
This is for just in case y'all start talking some bullshit and I don't want to smell it.
This whole episode is us talking bullshit, mommy.
Bullshit, no shit.
So if I throw that up, that means I ain't trying to smell it yet. And I'm already on cup number 2.
Oh shit! It's all good.
Anyway.
This has been that's so tequila too?
Oh yeah. I made a double back.
You already finished the first one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that while I was making my bed because I told you I had to make my bed and clean my room.
I got you.
You know how it is.
Anyway. So, mommy, you're up. You got anything else?
Okay, let me see. What I want to talk about? You really gotta. Oh, I'm just doing me. I'm doing my artwork and stuff like that.
I see you doing that.
Yeah. I want you to. I want you to know that I have seen all of your stuff, and I love a few of them, but there's one in particular that I really, really like.
Which one?
But it's not the one that's behind you right now.
Which one?
But but it's one that you've put on your walls because it was on your wall. I think it was the wall.
You're saying a lot of words and not
Okay, but
answering the
just tell me
question.
what is it? I got a lot
Because
of
I
pictures
can't
in here. What color is it?
exactly. There's a bunch of them. I can say, well, it has yellow and orange and red and blue because it's similar to this one that you have behind you.
Well, there's 3 pictures in my room right now.
Well, every
So I
month,
don't know.
mommy switches up
You're
the
in your
pictures and the
bedroom? No,
decor.
the one I'm talking about, I think it's in your living room.
Okay, but those are just yellow and yellow and blue. Now, if you're talking about the women's faces, that's
No.
entering into my bedroom. So I kind of like I switch them up, but like Ricky said, I switch them up. It just goes to whatever I'm feeling.
Yeah, every month or so, she'll switch out the whole mood in the house.
Well. I'm trying not to do that. I can't afford that, buddy.
But I
And
mean, like you'll use your photos and you'll switch the
Mhm.
furniture around and you'll do just something different without
Yeah,
being too extra, but just kind of
yeah,
switch the feng shui in the house.
yeah. I
she's
try.
always done that though.
Yes,
Your mom has
Yes.
always
yes,
done
and I
that.
realize
She come
that.
Yeah.
home. Well, you just
You don't
realize that.
remember
No.
coming into the house
I
and looking around
remember.
like, where the fuck am I? Is
I
this my house?
remember because I used to do it too.
Oh yeah,
I stopped, thankfully.
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna change my room around. I had 3 walls and a door. Like, where was I putting my shit?
It's not like you had a zillion options. It's like, okay, I can put my bed here, here, or there. It's already been there.
Or I could just put it right in the middle and run around it. I don't what the,
It just makes you feel better. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but this my bed will stay here because it makes my room bigger.
and
But
it's heavy.
but let me tell you something. Oh yeah, it is kind of heavy. But let me tell you something, Ricky. What you said to me today, or was it yesterday? I don't remember. We were talking about. You said a whole bunch of people can do a lot of things and the same thing, but it only takes is for you to do it better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now I'm trying to work on being better, about a lot of things. I have OCD and a bunch of, and what's that other thing that where you jumping everywhere? Because I'm
ADD,
up ADD.
ADD.
ADHD,
I jump, I
adult
jump, I jump, I jump.
diabetes, human diarrhea.
Whatever. Now I ain't got no damn diarrhea.
I didn't think you would catch it.
I'm gonna catch it. First of all, you forgot the little ears here.
Yeah, you got the littlest ears in the world and can hear
They're
everything.
that big.
Can't hear
I don't even need this
everything.
mic. You can hear me right now.
I can hear you. My ears are little as hell. But anyway, but I got a lot of times you and I have a lot of great conversations, but I just want to say on record that I hear you every time we speak. I take something away from every time we speak because you make me learn things about myself and things that I can do, and I
He
appreciate that.
he does
I
that for me
appreciate.
too. He
Yeah, I
absolutely.
appreciate that.
And one of the things I love most about him, and I think I don't think he knows this. I probably never told you, but he calls me out in a heartbeat. You know what
Oh
I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
yeah, he called me out too.
Yeah, he'll call me out in a heartbeat,
He's like, that's some bullshit, mommy.
and there's times where he pisses me off, and he knows that. But at the end, because our shit doesn't last forever. It's within that 10-15 minute conversation. You know what? You're right, son. Okay, I'm wrong. Cool, and we move
But
on.
but you wait 15 minutes. Usually when he called me out, I'd be like, oh damn, yeah, you were right. I don't wait no 15 minutes.
Oh no,
That's 15
But
minutes.
the
Is damn
15 minutes
long.
is us still having the discussion and talking
Oh
about it,
no,
and then
we ain't
correct.
talking about it.
No, you talk about two Virgos here. We're gonna discuss. We're gonna come
yeah,
to the logical
I gotta
conclusion.
get to my point across.
Yes, we're gonna get to the logical conclusion.
Let me tell
Period.
y'all something. I will never, ever marry, date a Virgo. Ever.
I know you already got the greatest Virgo in your life.
Wow,
Yeah, that's right, my baby.
I'm kind of
Ricky.
insulted. I feel a little
Uh,
insulted and hurt.
I will never. I'm telling you.
We gotta go back to failures. She learned a lesson from you, bro.
I
She knows
learned
what
a
she
lesson.
don't want.
Wait,
But wait,
wait.
but it
Obviously
ain't
not
even
from
bad.
me.
Wait a minute. I'm going to tell y'all something. But then
Not from me.
I married another Virgo.
Yeah.
Same day.
Same exact
Same
birthday.
damn birthday. Are you
So it
kidding
wasn't.
me?
So obviously
I
she
was
did not learn
stupid.
from me.
I ain't learned for the first time. I had to do it the second time, and then I dated another Virgo, so that's the third time. Damn, what the fuck is wrong with me?
That
So
you know
anybody
what?
that's looking at this video, I'm single. and I don't date Virgos. Okay,
So don't call.
don't call me.
I
Don't
just
call
named the
me.
episode. I just named the episode. I don't date Virgos.
I don't date Virgos.
That's it.
That's the episode's name right there.
Hey,
I don't date Virgos.
hey, but I'm gonna tell you something though.
What?
I actually married recently
A Taurus.
a Taurus.
And she's wonderful, and I love her.
Best
I
thing that's
love
happened
her.
in my
She's-
life.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean-
because guess what? Because she getting the grown version of you.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
see,
absolutely.
see,
Absolutely.
see? You're welcome, Martha.
She will watch this episode, by the way. She watches them all.
It's okay.
But-
You're welcome, Martha. He's a grown virgin. I'm happy.
No,
I'm
and,
happy.
yeah, and you know what? I'm proud to admit that it took me forever to freaking finally grow up, and become. I believe, I believe that I've always been a good man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
you
don't think I've
had
been a
not-
bad man.
I will.
you know-
I will say you were a freaking tastic father. You were a good husband when we were in that
Mhm,
stage. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
And
Same.
you were a great friend, and you were great. You know what I'm saying? So I will give you your accolades for all of that. But as
And-
time progressed, we did not grow in the same path.
Correct.
That's what happened.
Correct.
But basically, I think that she is ideal for you. She's
And-
ideal for you. Her heart is so pure. She's a sweet individual.
Thank you.
She loves my kids. And that was the one thing that really got to me when I think it was not the last visit, but a couple of visits ago, she said to me, thank you for giving me such wonderful stepkids. And I was like, you're welcome. And
Oh yeah.
none of your other wives said that shit to me. Them broads.
Okay, so there she goes. She threw the other wives in there. You know what I'm saying? None of your other wives. She put the S in there real big.
them bees didn't even want. They were like, ah.
Them bees were on some ass.
Ricky, they was trying to get that B-board girl out of me, and she was coming. She was coming.
So speaking and in conjunction with what your mom was saying, I have to ditto everything she said. Great friend at the time, when we were married and we were doing that role of husband and wife. We were playing that role of husband and wife, and we were doing okay. I was an asshole.
Damn role, boy.
I was an asshole. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this in front of the world or whoever listens. But I was an asshole.
All 7 people,
Yeah, I was an asshole.
and 3 of them are in here.
But we did.
Not a refill. Go ahead, listen.
See, I told you, Ricky. But I knew that. When we eventually ended up going our separate ways, I always considered you to be my friend. You know what I mean? Like I never lost that.
Mhm.
Because when you grow up with a person, the amount of years that we were together in our youth, in 18, 19 years
18.
old,
Yep.
you can't push a person like that away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's to burn a bridge like that would be, horrible to me.
But I tried. I tried to put some damn gasoline on that bitch.
And I didn't let it happen.
He was out there with a fire
He
extinguisher.
put the fire extinguisher. Shh.
Okay, you want to be mean? I'm not gonna be mean.
Okay.
But honestly, we got 2 of the greatest things on this planet to me.
You guys got puppies?
We got 2 of them. We had 2 of them.
We got a pit bull and a damn chihuahua. That's what we got.
Am I a chihuahua?
Yeah, your sister's
That
the pit
your
bull.
sister-
Yeah, I love her to death, but it's the truth.
I'm not disputing that.
So,
Uh-huh.
the whole failure and success thing, I
Mhm.
feel like without proper failures, you can't really have success without it being dumb luck.
True.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like you have to learn from a lesson in order to grow from it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%.
So is there
Correct.
anything specifically that happened that made you grow drastically?
Um yes, for me. And
Dude,
this is this now we're getting deep because this happened
that's
to me when I was 35 years old.
Oh, let me,
And I
Tito,
was
let me pass the tissue.
I was 35 years old. I was in my uncle Theocheo's house.
Mm,
I had retired from the military, divorced, relocated, a huge amount of shit happening at one time. And in order to, in my head back then, effectively fight these demons and everything that was going on, I indulged in a lot of drugs and alcohol,
mm,
and it was fucking me up a lot in my relationship with my sister. Got horrible. I mean, just things were going bad. And one day, this is out of nowhere. I'm standing there looking in the mirror, and for whatever reason, I don't know. God spoke to me. I don't know. I don't know. I said, "Holy shit! You're 35 years old. You're a grown ass man with kids. Grown. You. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life right now?" And it was going nowhere, literally nowhere. And I kind of swore off, a lot of the dumb shit that I was doing, and I kind of refocused myself. And within 2 weeks of that time, I had a job, and things just, I mean, I want to call it a miracle, because it was just step, boom, 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 boom.
they say
Change
shit
just
rolls downhill, but so do candy balls and gumdrops.
can't stand him. He's so
I'm
stupid.
just saying, like once
I
good
love him
stuff
for
good
that.
stuff starts happening, it
He,
just keeps happening.
wait,
You're like,
I hit my
what?
damn mic. Sorry. That's
Yeah,
so
it
funny.
just keeps happening and happening. You're like, bro,
But the,
I can do this. I can keep this good stuff going. Sign me up.
No, no shit, no shit. I mean, and like I said, if you're a person, of faith, then you have to count those as blessings, and they're constant blessings and constant blessings that. But you have to make a conscious decision, though. It's not like you said, unless it's dumb luck.
Yeah.
But
yep.
you have to literally make a conscious decision to change something in your life or make something different, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your life. You could
It
you
could
could
be in someone else's life.
exactly. And
Hmm.
that was for me. That was my turning point when I can honestly say that I started to grow as a man, a father. Just grow. It prior to that, for whatever reason, I was stuck somewhere in
Limbo.
dumbness. you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
You got
I can
something?
I, I can see that. I can see that a lot. I think mine, like I said, was when my sister passed. My sister passed, and it just seemed like everything opened up, and I could really see. Like I didn't realize how much I missed my Baltimore family. I didn't realize how much I miss hanging out with my friends. I recent well not even recently, maybe about 5 years ago, I found out my friends who had been my friends since I was like 15 years old and stuff didn't even like me at one period
Hmm.
because I had, succumbed to who I was with, and that manipulation and everything made me believe that I didn't need them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it made me miss out on a large scale of my life. And it took my sister passing for me to realize everything that I had missed. So now I decide every day I miss nothing. Whether it's a phone call, whether it's a hello, whether it's a picture, or it's anything. Anybody that's important to me, they will get, even if it's just a second of my attention, they get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't let nobody block me from the people who are important to me.
Makes sense.
That's awesome.
Can we say that damn
ADHD, bro.
ADHD? I'm
ADHD.
I'm gonna get your ass when I see you. When I get off of quarantine, I'm gonna
Give her
pick
some
your ass.
retinol. What is
You ain't
it?
gonna be able to find me. I'm all over the
Now, I
place.
ain't talking about you, Ricky. I'm
Oh,
talking about him. I'm
okay,
gonna
good.
get him.
What am I doing? I'm just sitting here
Talking
having a
about
drink.
ADHD. ADHD. You think I ain't hearing that? Remember, I got little ears. I hear everything. I hear and see everything, motherfucker.
That shit hasn't changed though. She's always been hyper like that, and like she can't sit down unless she's sewing. Then she'll sit down. But other than
Which
that,
I haven't. Which except for those masks, I haven't really sewn. I'm doing the t-shirts and stuff and the bags and stuff like that now. But I'm
Well,
trying to get.
shit. While we're at it, throw out your plug. Where can they
no
find you?
shit. I was gonna say
Oh
that.
shoot. My name is I'm on Instagram as Kim Design. Um
KYM
K
Designs.
KYM Designs. I'm sorry, and I'm also on Facebook at KYM Designs. I do interior decorating. You can call me, and we can do a visual consult, and I can tell you what you need to move, what you need to buy. I do everything on a budget. I don't like high end stuff. Everything I have in my house has been on a budget or from a flea market or whatever, whatever, whatever. Because I ain't all about spending that money because you're going to change it anyway.
Yep.
You're right.
Shit, that's the way I do. That's
And,
what
and here
I'll do.
and here's a here's a besides Kim Designs on the Instagram and Facebook. Do you don't have a webpage yet?
No, you're going to do that for me because you're such a great ex-husband.
Yes, I will. But
Mhm.
aside, how can if somebody wants to look at your stuff, they go to those pages, they can order
Yes.
from there?
Well,
Etsy.
they just contact me. No, I
Mhm.
haven't done Etsy yet because my stuff is changing so flipping much. I haven't been, and I'm working full time here
Yeah, there's a lot of
from
back end
home.
work when it comes to that Etsy stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my God, and I don't care what nobody say. Even I work for the government, and even though you working from home, does not mean that you're not working. I seem to be working more than I did when I was in the office. This shit sucks. I need to
It
go back to my office.
no, it does. You're absolutely right because
Oh
when you're
my
at home,
God, it sucks.
when you're at home, the breaks that you normally would take at work or go
They
get some coffee
gone.
with none.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
They are
literally working.
freaking
Yeah.
gone.
You're just working through everything, and then you look down. You're like, "Oh, I should eat," and then you sit right where you were at, in front of
And
the
keep
computer, and
working.
you
Yep.
eat, and you continue to
Yes.
work, and you're like, "What am I doing? I
Listen,
wouldn't do
these
this if
these
I had
these
a job."
MFs are like sending me my. I gotta have my BlackBerry. I mean my iPhone with me all the time. Phone going off, emails going off upstairs. If I don't respond in a certain amount of time, plus I still got training I'm required to do that I need to be done by the 5th of May. I mean, I'm freaking crazy right now. So don't think anybody sitting in the government workers is sitting home ain't doing jack.
No,
That would not be me
no.
because I'm working and sometimes I'm working 10 hours instead of the 8.
But
And I get
it's
pissed
not
off.
just government workers. A lot of people, when you say, "Hey, I work from home," they're like, "Oh my God, you got it made. You work from home." Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah,
house is my
no.
office, so I'm always at the office. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. You know.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't
okay,
know what y'all talking
y'all. I
about.
got I got to tell y'all something real quick though. Let me tell you something. I am secluded in this house with my sister.
You secluded?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm just
Oh my
gonna warn you right now. If you don't want everybody to know, don't say it.
Don't say
I
it.
don't care. Let me tell you something. That little 4'11" child is loud as hell. Loud than a motherfucker. Okay? I can hear when she use the blender. I can hear when she go take a shower. I can hear when she grunt while she watching TV. I can hear every goddamn thing she do. I just told her at dinner. I said, you a loud motherfucker. You loud as shit.
She ain't loud. You got them small fucking super
No,
hearing
no, no, no,
ears.
no, 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 no,
You got them
no, no,
super
no.
hearing ears.
No, no, no. I can
And
hear
you've
when
been
she.
alone for so long, and they ain't nobody been around making noise, and now all of a sudden anything drives you nuts.
Oh my God.
Come
She
on.
told she told me the other day. I'm like, you gonna miss me when I'm gone. I said, the fuck I am. Boy, this is out of here, girl. You don't know. Shit.
Hey,
I can't. I cannot.
I know that feeling.
Woo,
Yeah,
let me
I'm
put
sure
these,
you do.
let me put these
You like
eyeglasses on.
you like
Oh my
FEMA over
God.
there, bro.
Yeah, I am.
You got FEMA going on? Oh
No,
my
he's
God.
like FEMA, bro. Everybody moves in that motherfucker.
Oh, see, that's why you get a 2-bedroom and nobody can get the hell up in there.
Wait, Rick, you can't be saying too much shit now.
That's it. That's all I got. I didn't say nothing bad about nobody.
Yeah, 'cause
Now I gotta cut
what's he
that part
lighting
out
up?
because it make you think I'm thinking something bad.
Do I see him he lighting up something?
Yes. Go back to what we were talking about initially.
Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
medicinal, by the
It's
way.
so I don't give a shit what that is.
Medicinal your ass on. Go ahead.
My moment was when my kid was born. It
Absolutely.
like changed everything. It put everything in perspective for me. Like even though I was in like a shitty situation, I thought it was a good situation. It was just like that shit doesn't matter anymore. Like I don't care enough. I care more about my kid than you could ever get close to. So you want to act stupid? Bye. Like that's
That, but you know what, son? That's for I believe for every individual, every person. When you have a child, when you were born, your mother, she was there, I was there. When you were born, there was nothing. Nothing can go higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can go higher than that.
Okay, let's talk about when you were born. When I tried to send you away because you look like a damn Korean kid.
Yes, she did. It's the
I was
truth.
like, I said, that ain't my kid. Get that damn Chinese baby away from me.
Truth. It's the truth. You were chinky, a little
You were
gray.
chinky eyed
was
and white.
Well, yeah, still there.
Chinky eyed and white. And I
Mhm.
said, that's not my child. That's not my child. Get him the fuck away from me. And your dad was like, it is. I promise you. I promise you. I didn't leave this out. I don't give a shit. That ain't my kid.
Bro, I had to swear to your mother, like I swear to God,
But
this is our child.
But let me tell you what he did, which made me believe that you were not my kid, because up to the time you were born, this MF right there, the one that's blowing, puff, not passing, is puff, pass. He was telling me your baby gonna be black. I got some black Puerto Ricans. He said your baby gonna be black. I got some black Puerto Ricans in my family, and your baby gonna be black. How about I ran the phone bill up in Germany over $300, calling my mother, crying. He said my baby gonna be black.
By the way, it was $500,
Oh, was it
not
$500?
$300. It was
Oh,
$500.
well, you had to pay that shit anyway. But anyway, that's the hell you get.
Yes, and it doesn't sound like much now, but we're talking about
was that a day
early
that you
80s.
didn't want to go to the mailbox?
But he was like, he gonna be black because I got black Puerto Ricans in my life. I was like, he said my baby gonna be black. I was crying. Oh my God, I thought that lady was. I said, he said my baby gonna be black. And so when this little chicky-eyed, pancake-looking Ma Juga came to me, I was like, that ain't my kid.
She's expecting a black baby.
Yeah, because your daddy said, because I was listening to your daddy. See, that just tells you just how much faith I had in him and the shit that he used to tell me. Okay?
Well, shit, until you were born, I swore to God you were going to be a girl. She had me convinced.
Jasmine was her name.
Yep.
Your name would have been Jasmine if you had been a girl.
I'm cutting all this out.
Yeah.
This does not exist.
Yeah, your name was gonna be Jasmine. But yeah,
But I thought that was going to be Kiana's name.
No. He had convinced me that you were going to be a black face kid. So I said, send his ass on. I was sending you back to the Chinese lady because she was missing her kid.
But so during that time, like when you saw me, like you didn't want nothing.
I had no connection.
But no, okay, at that moment, really?
None.
I really did.
Okay,
Because your
okay,
father lied to me.
okay.
What the fuck?
He lied to me. He lied.
Just coming to me being a liar. What
Let,
the fuck?
let's fast forward to the part when you actually connected with me and I was your son.
Yes.
You wanted nothing to happen to me. You would do anything for me. Yes.
Oh, you know, I wouldn't let no motherfucker touch you. Do you hear
Okay.
me?
I just wanted to
You
get.
proud,
I
but
just
you
wanted to get
proud.
to that part because it was a
You're
long time
proud.
of you not wanting me. So
Oh
I just.
no, that was just in the hospital. When they did realize that you.
I just meant the story was like 14 minutes of you not wanting me, and I just needed to condense that.
No, babe. No, babe. Listen. When they told me, they convinced me. I ain't even listen to your daddy. I listened to the doctor.
Well, okay.
But they told me you was mine. I had to take you home. But anyway, then I ain't want nobody touch you but me.
Yo, but for real though, she would not believe me. And I, from the moment that you popped out, I followed you everywhere you went. She saw it. She knew. I left wherever the nurse was with you. I was with you. It was like, nope, we're not losing no connection with this little motherfucker. I don't want to go home with somebody else's baby, you know? And
but they had only sent us back like 2-3 times before he was born.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. And then this little pancake Chinese kid came in and I was like, I'm sorry.
Why do you keep saying pancake?
Ricky,
but she does love you though, son. She loves
I
you.
believe it.
Ricky, your ass was pancake white, bro.
No, it's like a grayish.
I know. I got a baby picture of me.
He was not gray. He looked like he had flour on his ass. Come on.
That look like a dumpling?
Yes, you did. I was like, get him away from me. That's not my kid. That ain't no black kid. That ain't no black kid. That ain't my child. But then I forget that my mom is half black, half white. So I don't even know why I even listen to your ass.
Well, I mean,
35 years later.
Well, pause, because for the longest I thought I was, an eighth Indian.
I know. Isn't it funny? Remember when DP died? When DP died and we were sitting in the kitchen with Pop and stuff, and we were talking about how the racial, the background and stuff.
Yep.
And we told Biz, we said, hey, your grandfather was white. I'm a honky. I'm a bald.
Yep, for the longest we all thought we were Native American. I'm like, bet, bro, we getting in. Getting these scholarships. No,
y'all ass is white. Sorry.
Your great grandfather was a white man.
He's a white man.
What? Life changing. My credit score went up 35 points immediately.
Oh,
yes.
Did it? Well, mine did. My shit went down 40. Shit, it went down 40 from that.
Hey, I'm gonna change topic for a second. Kim, did you watch Tiger King?
Hell no, I ain't watching that stuff because is it a documentary?
Yes.
Okay, no, I ain't interested in that. If it ain't reality TV or something that's gonna make me the fuck laugh, I ain't watching that shit.
Well, you will laugh
make
first.
You laugh.
Oh, okay. Well,
first couple episodes, you will laugh.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and try it tomorrow. So you know how many years I have? I now have 31 years in the federal service.
How many?
31.
31 years.
Wow.
31 years federal service. These motherfuckers think I'm gonna retire, but I got news for them.
Right?
You
need to get that check.
I was listening to my son. My son tells me a lot of important stuff. So my son said, Mommy, why would you retire? Because if you retire, then what you gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. He said, well, you're still able to get up in the morning and you making good pay. Why don't you go in every day? Yeah, you're right.
It was very simple.
Yeah.
Like, what's your reason, what is your reasoning for retire? I don't know. Then why don't you just go to work?
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work.
Hey,
work until I can.
No, or there could come a time in your life when you can decide that you're done with working and you're gonna go make a change in your life. Go somewhere else. Do something different. You know what I'm saying?
Reinvent yourself.
Raymond.
Reinvent.
I'm gonna call you Raymond.
Yeah.
Hell to the gnaw.
Hey, stability is nice.
I need some lip gloss on that one.
Stability is nice.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
nice.
mad.
Now I'm gonna
It's a
stay
good
right
thing.
where I am. Well, let's talk about nepotism.
Nepotism.
Oh,
Is that when you hire people that are kin to you for jobs?
Oh yeah,
yes.
and it
Okay.
happens. And it happens in the government
In general, a
in
nepotism
general. In
situation that may or may
general.
not have happened. I got you.
Oh yeah, you
Hmm.
got me. Okay,
Hmm.
so I get this announcement and it says, "Oh, welcome to da 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 da." I ain't gonna say the agency.
Hmm.
And I'm like, this motherfucker is the daughter of the motherfucker da 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 da. Da.
Hmm.
And I'm like, but there's so many other people that they could have direct hired.
Hmm.
Why
Hmm.
this motherfucker?
Hmm.
But it was because the friends of the friends of the friends of the friends of the friends.
Absolutely.
Boom. So it didn't. So that one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna let that slide. 3 days later, welcome to da 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 da. The son of the da 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 da.
Hmm.
Da. This shit fucking bothers me. Okay,
Okay.
because
But
there's
before we
so.
go any further, Mama, can you give me a job?
I wish I could, but these motherfuckers don't like
I'm
me.
just saying.
Look, they
This
don't
is the
like
same shit. If
me.
I work at McDonald's and my boy need a job, my boy got a job.
Some years, I still follow the rules. I'm
Yes.
still all about the rules. I would rather have individuals in there that deserve it than somebody I know.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I think that it's improper to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a list of individuals, why you digging through to somebody's friend or somebody's daughter or somebody's
Hmm.
son
Hmm.
or daughter?
Hmm.
Why do you do that? I think that is just it just that's one of the reasons why I would like to leave.
I mean, it's not really nepotism, but it is for me. It's networking, and how I got all of my last three jobs is
Hmm.
networking. I got
Hmm.
my
Okay.
jobs
But it ain't
because I
net
know someone. They
okay.
don't
Yes.
happen to be kin to me, but I know them.
But that's
Yes.
networking,
But
not
what's the
nepotism.
difference? You network
The
through
difference
families as well.
but the difference is that one individual and a hiring individual, they're friends.
Okay, but does I'm not saying that the person that got the job isn't qualified, but did they go to school for do something? They're like, are they just worked at Ross the
Or
other
wait,
day and
let
now
me
they
let
got
me
this
Yeah, that's
job?
different. Yeah. See, because I think if the person has some kind. All right. That's it.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
gotta
this
be.
math
Yeah.
this math is gonna stay on until the rest of this conversation because
Well,
it's
then
some
that's the
bull
case. This
because it's
conversation's
some
It's
over.
over.
yeah because this is
She
some
wins.
bull
She
this is
wins.
some
No,
bullshit.
I
Yo,
think I got my point across. That's it.
y-
This is some
yes, your mama
bullshit.
wins though.
This some bullshit,
See,
okay?
your mama wins though.
This some bullshit.
I do agree, but I'm just saying, like,
Bullshit, man.
Mm-mm.
I'm just
Mm.
saying.
I need, is this enough liquor in this thing?
Well,
Yeah.
don't worry, we only got like 5, 10, 15 minutes left.
Okay, good, because there ain't enough liquor in this cup to deal with that. I gotta
Hey,
hurry up and retire. I'm telling y'all.
but what are you
You
gonna
know,
do if you retire though? You know what I'm saying,
oh
Ken?
no, I don't know. I got
Don't
issues.
make yourself. Don't get bored.
But
If you
listen, let me
retire,
say, oh no, I'm never bored. Let me tell you
No.
something. I don't know if your son has disclosed this to you, but I'm having issues about my home. This will be a different topic, and maybe we can do this one day. I'm having issues with my house, whereas though the builder, my house is sinking in three corners of the actual perimeter, three
okay,
out of the four perimeters. And the warranty company is now pushing it back to the builders. The builders will only fix the interior and they not focusing on the exterior. But check this out. So the exterior sent the same person who initially, the same person, well, not the same person, same company who initially investigated my property. So I'm like, I need
so,
this shit fixed.
Yeah. That's all
so
I
the
care
same
about.
company. Yeah, the son.
I
You
don't
have
give a shit
insurance.
about nothing else. Fix the shit because guess what? If I wanted to pull the equity out the house, because guess what? Where I'm living now, 360 and above. I only
Nice.
pay my balance 189.
Oh, nice.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello? I can't even sell this bitch because it's fucked up because of y'all. Oh, sorry, Ricky.
No, I'm just. It's not funny what you said. It's funny how you said it.
Yes.
I can't even sell this bitch. I mean, I can't sell this bitch if I wanted to.
It's like, is that for that situation? It's like you guys are gonna fight about who's gonna pay for it, whatever. I don't care who pays for it. Just fix it. So you guys can fight later. Just fix.
Later. Fix the fucking 3 points.
Or go 50-50. Go Dutch on it.
Dutch my ass.
No, I mean the insurance and the builders.
The builder. Thank
Right.
you. Because I ain't paying a motherfucking thing. But the other thing is that so I sent this little message to this little broad today. She probably said this bitch is getting on my nerves. Don't care. So I said, okay, so is it your normal practice to send the same company out who initially inspected the first time to this? I mean, who initially sent the first time a second time? I said, because to me that don't make no sense. You need to send a different company. She ain't respond. She probably said, this black bitch, I'm about sick of her ass.
I'm gonna cut my email off.
Listen, all they ass is sick of me. They sick of me. Even the HOA sick of me because I throw that race card. Boom. I throw that race card on the regular. Y'all only fucking with me because I'm black? What's wrong with y'all?
Oh god.
I'm sorry, Ricky.
It's all good. You gotta do what you gotta do to get results.
I am. I put up a damn grate on the side just to stop my damn to watch, to block my trash.
Yeah, Dad had to do the same thing. He had to get one of the little trash sheds.
Yes.
Because they could see over the back fence.
Yes.
You
It was 2 feet tall. The fence was 2 feet tall.
Wait a minute. How about they ride around on damn golf carts and shit, take pictures of your shit.
No.
And then talk about take it down because you weren't approved by the HOA to put that shit up.
I got the same shit. I got cover your garbage. I covered my garbage. That's too big. What the fuck? You know
Exactly.
what the fuck?
I said, so I kicked the shit down. I sent them a picture. I said, the shit is down now. What the fuck you want now? What do you want? I hate HOA.
Thank God I don't have one of those.
Hate some fucking HOA.
Yes, me too.
I had fun, guys.
You had fun?
Yeah, this was a good time.
This was really good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a combination of both of us. Who you look more like? Me or him?
Yeah, okay.
I put multiple angles.
Stay still.
Me or him? Oh. You look more like your mama.
Vote in the comments.
Yes, please let us know.
Yeah,
one winner will win nothing.
Nothing.
The rest will win nothing.
I can give my Amazon card for $25.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm guessing. I look like shit. I look like my mama.
Wait. Hey, if she's gonna do that, I can't let that happen, son. I'll give you an Amazon card for $25.05.
You stupid. You stupid.
25 cents.
He looked like his mother.
So we did have a major failure today, and that was that we couldn't stay on topic.
No, not at all. What the fuck? This was great. This was fun.
You learn from it, and you just don't have any more fucking topics.
But the thing is that we had fun, though.
Yep, that's it.
The thing is, the topic led to other topics, and it spread everywhere. But I have to look. I have to pee. I love you. I love you.
You gotta close the show.
I gotta did I pour my other tissue? Wait.
That has to go to the bathroom, mommy.
I'm Pops.
I'm Rick, and that's my mama.
That's me.
Bye.
Bye.